We have a delicious meatless recipe on the menu today.
Joining us this afternoon in the CI Kitchen is guest chef Carrie Anderson. Carrie, glad to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much, Grace.
This is a vegetarian-friendly recipe. What are you making for us today?
So it's tailgating season, and vegetarians and vegans are sometimes a little left out.
Oh, we can't have that.
So it's just a small play on a really kind of very simple dish. It's fries. Generally pulled pork would go on top, but we're going to use jackfruit instead and make a pulled barbecue jackfruit.
I do not know what jackfruit is.
I don't either.
So I brought some in today. You can buy it canned, you can buy it frozen. I kept a couple pieces in here.
Is it fruit?
It is.
Ooh, that does not look like fruit.
Let me move that over. It is a fruit, and it's naturally very sweet. This is in brine. You can also buy it in syrup. You can buy it fresh. You can buy it frozen. Folks like it because the texture mimics that of like pulled meat.
Oh my gosh, interesting.
I am in my 40s and I have never heard of jackfruit.
I didn't taste it until I was probably in my 30s.
What kind of cuisine is it normally cooked at?
Sure. So you find it in a lot of cuisine from India, Malaysia, Thailand.
Okay. Is it typical to kind of use it to imitate a meat?
It is, yes. But unfortunately, it does not have a lot of protein in it. So it's not something I would recommend that you use in place of meat often, unless you're adding in some amino acids or something like that to boost the amount of nutrients in the dish.
Okay, you mentioned we're putting it on top of fries, but we're not using any typical fries.
Right, sweet potato fries, because I like that with barbecue.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a little bit of coleslaw, some cheddar cheese. Right now I'm really digging this Duke's mayonnaise brand barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
And some green onions. We'll finish it with those.
Okay, so you got the skillet out here.
I do.
Let's get started.
All right,
We've kind of
let's do
gone
it.
over the ingredient list.
This might be a little hot. So we're going to just a little bit of oil, and then I've already pre-chopped this jackfruit.
Like it almost looks like fish.
Yeah, like tuna.
It does actually, yes. And it will take on the flavor of whatever you put inside of it. So
You've got a lot of seasoning.
I do. Cumin, chili powder, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, whatever your favorite brand of barbecue seasoning is. There's a lot of them out there. People are pretty particular. I have that in there as well. And we're gonna let this cook just for a couple of minutes. Then we're gonna simmer it in our barbecue sauce. You can make this in a crock pot also, if it's something you wanted to just make and forget.
If you are tailgating and want to take it.
That's right.
Okay.
So for someone who's maybe vegetarian and has tried like tofu and wasn't a fan, would you encourage them to try this?
I would, because texturally it is different, but tofu does have a lot of really great properties with regards to health, and so much more protein in tofu.
Yeah.
So again, I think it's really just all about balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the air fryer heating up back here. What's going on in there?
So 400 degrees, I do about 12 minutes or so. Get those sweet potato fries nice and hot and crispy, and then they'll just hold in there until we're ready to top it with our shredded jackfruit.
A loaded sweet potato, basically.
You could actually use a sweet potato also if you wish to.
Oh, there it is.
There you are ready, yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna keep mixing here.
Right.
And then when does the coleslaw and the cheese, is that like on the final?
That's right, on the final product. If you wanted the dish to be vegan, you could make just an oil and vinegar coleslaw. You could use vegan cheese, and then the dish could be completely vegan. Of course, you'd have to check your ingredients on your barbecue sauce.
Yes. Okay, you've got a great community going over there on Facebook.
Yes.
How's that going?
Going really well. Going really well. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day, so we were talking about some things that are native ingredients for certain indigenous tribes. We also on Monday like to talk about what we're looking forward to eating. So one of the members said that they were going to go out for sushi this week. So we're always giving each other great advice of where to eat and what to eat.
Yes, well, that QR code that we were seeing on the screen will take you right to Carrie's Facebook page so you can connect with her and be part of the community.
Yes.
We're going to let this continue doing all of its magic.
Okay.
And we'll have the big reveals coming up. How about that?
Sounds great.
Okay, there's the Facebook page as mentioned, and we will have her recipe as well as that link at CILiving.tv.